to 6 and 6, where we cover 6 stories from around the world in 6 minutes or less. With that said, start your timer. First, we come to India, where protests over labor policy have grown larger throughout the country as labor unions seek to strengthen workers' hands against multinational corporations. From Reuters, quote, "The rising labor discontent poses a challenge to Modi's efforts to attract foreign investors by easing labor laws to streamline business operations and boost productivity." One of the union leaders said the government aims to allow large companies to reduce wages by outsourcing substantial work, thereby infringing workers' rights to form unions. As the protests continue, many companies have continued to pressure their local governments in India to ease some labor restrictions. Now to Australia, where 2 of the country's largest supermarket chains have been accused of dishonest claims about discounts they have on particular food items. From the BBC, quote, "The Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, the ACCC, claims Coles and Woolworths broke consumer law by temporarily raising prices before they lowered them to a value either the same or higher than the original price," end quote. Both companies have released statements after the ACCC accusation, but neither admitted any wrongdoing. The ACCC is particularly keen to make sure that these goods behemoths are being fair to customers, and they are aware of how customers are facing these higher prices at the store and want to address these issues. In Europe, the EV industry is facing a large scale back as the year comes to a close. Northvolt, one of the continent's leading companies, is planning to scale back operations and retailer their approach. From Reuters, quote, "Northvolt plans to cut 1,600 jobs at its base in Sweden, or about 1/5 of its global workforce, as Europe's biggest hope in the electric car vehicle battery market struggles with a sluggish demand and competition from China." Though disheartened at first, many outside analysts have actually praised the move as a right-headed decision for the health of the company. As we come to South America, another set of protests over the coming election have broken out in Bolivia. From BBC, quote, "Rival groups hurled firecrackers, homemade explosives, and stones at each other, while police fired tear gas in the city of El Alto. Morales, who was the president from 2006 to 2019, has been leading thousands of supporters in a week-long march to the capital of El Paz. The former president, now bidding for the new position, has drawn much scrutiny from the current president, Luis Acre, and his various supporters, who have also gone to the streets in order to counter-protest Morales' supporters. Across the Atlantic and Africa, 2 opposition leaders in Tanzania have been arrested. One was taken into custody before he was to host a protest in the heart of Dar es Salaam. From Reuters, the main opposition party, Chemda's chairman, Freeman Mbowe, was detained on the street while his deputy, Tundu Lissu, was taken from his house amid plans to demonstrate against alleged killings and abductions of government critics, end quote. Both men were already arrested last month in August, though were quickly released. As of this moment, there's no indication that they will be freed quickly. And Lasso himself has actually survived an assassination attempt where he was shot nearly 16 times. Finishing in North America, the city of Birmingham is still searching for the culprits in a shooting that took place on Saturday night outside of a local hookah bar. From BBC, quote, "A number of attackers are alleged to have got out of a vehicle and opened fire on a crowd in a public area before fleeing the scene. They are alleged to have used machine gun conversion devices. Investigators say that they have collected about 100 shell casings from the scene, among other evidence. The police still believe this could be a targeted attack against one of the members of the crowd. As of now, they have very little specific information about the shooters or who they were aiming for, and are offering a reward for anyone who can come forward with valuable information." So, with all that said, if you want to check out any of today's articles, all the links will be in the description below that like and subscribe button. You can go through and read each of these articles a little bit more, get some more information, have a better understanding. If you want to hear the podcast, which is more structured news from the US only, it comes out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at this RSS feed and this YouTube channel. And if you want to hear the Twitter tirade, that comes out on Twitter underneath the handle @YourDailyFlip at around the same time that this comes out. It's less structured. It's more of a rant about something that I'm reading or thinking about at the time. And this week it's actually a combined effort where both of them, one will come out Tuesday, one will come out Thursday, that resonate when they talk about the exact same topic but from different perspectives. So, with all that said, there's only one more thing to say. Stay safe, don't die.